there. Morier will lay it back. Molise. Good ball too. Nice square pass. Got to get past the three ladies here. And still they retain possession. This is the problem for Refilwe. They're failing to get the ball away. And willing challenge after challenge are Dishwe. But lucky there as Antunia made an error, the keeper for Dishwe. Here's the right back, Tato Molete. That is Molete, the captain, just 15. So can Refilwe collect themselves, going behind after just 7 minutes, and Sameng Tolo with the goal. Not a bad idea to test the keeper because we saw the error a couple of minutes ago. She got the touch there, so corner is conceded. This is the first corner of the game. Refilwe 0, Dishwe 1. Action live on CAF TV on the CASAFA YouTube channel, coming to you from Zimbabwe. Day 2 of the CAF Under-17 Girls Integrated Football Tournament. The gift. We saw a goal direct from a corner kick yesterday for Popoma Queens from that very spot, in fact. So any chance of a repeat? Oh, the keeper fluffs again. Looking a bit suspect is a Peliso Ntunia. She flapped at it. Corner on the other side. This is the best spell that Refilwe have had so far. We're going to need the medics. So there's the Ghanaian coach, Elizabeth Yemilala. She didn't play for the Black Queens. She was a physio and has been living in many years for in 25 years. Ghana, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Nigeria were the 4 main teams in women's football in Africa. They dominated what is now the WAFCON, Women's Africa Cup of Nations, dominated it in 2000 and 2002. But things have really changed in the quarter of a century since then, with so many countries moving strongly into women's football. So Ntunia should have done better there. Chance on the other side. Bahletle with the overhead kick. But again, she hasn't been getting much service up front. Lina Mandla Bahletle. Molete. Still impressing there is Molise and Swane. Dineo gets it away. So quarter of an hour played here. It's been dominance from Dishwe, except for a couple of forays forward for Refilwe. The goal came after 7 minutes, and Sameng Tolo. And if you're just joining us, as that is skewed by Swane. If you're just joining us, it's quite wet in that final third on the left of your picture, which is why the ball is moving really slowly there. Nakedi, nice ball, but it's won back by Swane. (1-0) Dishwe lead. So Meskerim Goshime, the CAF head of women's football, is here for the whole tournament. She was at the Women's Champions League a few weeks ago. And got a chance to talk to her before the start of the game. The hope is to make this tournament at least once a year and to rotate around regions. So West Africa could be the next destination for the gift. Either WAFU A or WAFU B. Still, they passing it around well in midfield, or doing enough anyway, are Dishwe. Opportunity here. What can they do this time? Molise. Swane. Oh, whistles just wide. From Swane, who's been one of the best players on the pitch so far. Really bossing the midfield. So the first edition of the gift was in Tanzania in January of this year. JKT Queens won it from the host nation. Oh, that's an error. Do they get punished here? Ndaweni, this time doing really well, is Ntunia. Molete. Refilwe, after conceding early, looking a bit better now. Molise. Ramatla is the tall right back for Refilwe. There was an offside there. Yesterday we saw the teams getting a bit tired in the last 20 minutes or so. And with the pitch a bit on the wet side, we'll see how that's going to affect the stamina. Dishwe deserving their 1-0 lead, but we're seeing Refilwe getting into it a bit more now. There's the young captain tussling for it, and Nakedi. But once again, Dishwe win a midfield challenge. Onkarabile gets it away, not very far. Safely gathered by Sibulele Tlengele. Nakedi. And that is won by Molete. Swane. Yeah, she's really impressing, is Swane. Although that's a poor ball, but she's winning challenge after challenge. Yeah, she's having a good game so far. The other player in your picture is Batletle, the centre forward for Refilwe, who hasn't managed barely a touch so far. Tlengele. That's Onkarabile. And Ramatla, the tall right back. Onkarabile goes long. Doesn't work though. Number 2 is Nkaonyane for Dishwe. Molete will clear. That's the impressive Swane. Yet another challenge won for her. Good ball through as well. Opportunity. Good defending from Dineo. Corner for Dishwe. Tolo got the goal. They're number 14, just 7 minutes in. See what they can do then from this set piece. And Tolo had the shot. So we had Chieza Kumalo getting 4 goals yesterday for Zimbabwe's Mpopoma Queens, who looked extremely impressive against Archiwareno. Mamelodi Sundowns 3-1 victors yesterday. Good solid start for them, and those two look like the best teams in Group A, no doubt. So we'll see if Group B sides can shape up with their standards. We don't have semi-finals, by the way. We'll go straight into classification matches next Wednesday and Thursday. So the group winners go straight into the final. Indirect free kick, always dangerous, these. Elizabeth Yemilala with instructions. Indirect free kick. Refilwe covering that near post. Always difficult to deal with, these are. Swane, one of the players by the ball. Let's see if they can punish then. It is indirect and they've messed that up, but here's a great opportunity that came off the arm, or the shoulder, I think, that one. Shot from Lesala. But Refilwe survived that one. Dishwe 1 up, and Sameng Tolo in the 7th minute. Nice short passing game and winning so many balls in midfield, especially through Swane. There's Swane once again, and Batletle can't get it off her. She'll go back to keeper Ntunya, who's made a couple of errors. Batletle losing her footing. It's another lovely ball from Swane. Opportunity here. Can the keeper get there in time? Took the ball cleanly. Bold goalkeeping from Sibulele Klengele. As Molise was after the second for Dishwe. Not happy on the technical bench. They go long, looking for Mdaweni. Not quite, though. Swane, the target, the playmaker in midfield for Dishwe. Here's Tolo, the scorer. "23 minutes played here at the Moors and Ngoni Stadium in Norton. If you are in or around, you can come and watch the action for free. Double headers every day. Tomorrow's a rest day. Then we resume to Group A action on Thursday. There'll be Ochiareno against Sundowns and Popoma Queens against Luenga of Malawi. Batletle. Promising ball. Can they work something here? Madondo. Mbali Madondo, 15 years old. No, they're not judging it very well with their passing. Refilwe. Dishwe come away. Swane. Yet again she wins a ball in midfield, and this left channel is the channel of choice with many of these balls. Molise, their number 12. Determined play as pretty Modika. Now here's Tando Mdaweni. Wins a corner. So they're playing with a bit more confidence now, are Refilwe. This will be their 3rd corner of the game. It was quite something yesterday to see a goal direct from a corner. Alicia Chinyoka for Popoma Queens of Zimbabwe. Going over slowly there. To take this is pretty Modika. Can Refilwe level? As Dishwe have everybody except Tamorier back in the box to defend this. Taking an early lead after just 7 minutes. It's a decent one. The keeper has failed to deal with it again. Batletle comes in. Ball went over the line. But she's struggling with these high balls. Is Ntunya. Another corner on the other side. And now Refilwe will know that the high balls are a problem for Ntunya. A way that they can put pressure on the opposition. It's Refilwe 0, Dishwe 1. Action live on CAF TV and the CAF YouTube channel. Pretty Modika to take it. There's the coach, Lindiwe Malaza. Decent one, they come close. Shot off target, but at least they've generated an attempt. And a free kick is given there. Modika, their set piece taker, clearly. She just took those corners. She's going to take the free kick as well. Pretty Modika. So 7th minute goal from Tsameng Tolo. 28 minutes played here. Got some weak sunshine forcing its way through the cloudy sky here, which will be good for drying up the pitch. Modika. Pretty Modika, she goes for goal. And conceding a corner again as Ntunya couldn't take that one cleanly. Good strategy. Refilwe looking much better now. And Pretty Modika will take it again. And this goalkeeper coming under some pressure is a Peliso Ntunya. That's again a corner kick. It's a good spell this for Refilwe. The South Africans from East Rand in Gauteng. Once more Pretty Modika. She dispatches. They'll try to come away. Centre back there is Onkarabile. Now they come with Swane. There she is, Swane. She's gone to the left a lot. She goes for goal this time, but Onkarabile will deal with it. Back to Swane, though. Can't get past Onkarabile. And referee's blown. Captain took a little knock there, Offensa Nakedi. So free kick for Refilwe. Referee from Namibia, Elizabeth Haufiku. Half an hour played here. Match day 2 at the gift tournament. That was a bit aimless, that one from Tolo. And she got the goal. They've switched the wingers around. Tolo's now moved to the left side and Molise on the right. It's Swane and Lekenyane, those two players with the blonde hair who are so imposing in midfield. Here's Lekenyane. Swane. The target is Tolo. Tolo, who's got the goal, stays on her feet, does Tolo. It's been a tough game so far for Linda Mandler Batletle, the number 9 for Refilwe. Dishwe, certainly the better team so far from what we've seen. And this will be taken by Lesala. She's a centre-back. Three ladies in the wall. Lesala gets it over. And it goes wide, but not that far off the mark. Onkarabile. It's been moving the ball upfield has been a bit of an issue for Refilwe. They have been dangerous from the set pieces that have come their way. Here's Molete, the captain. Another opportunity. Swane, can she round the opponent? It's hoofed away there by Tineo Komotso. And doing a lot of work is pretty Modika. Swane, opportunity for two. Offside as Molete, the captain, got the shot in. Yeah, offside it was. Our assistant on that side from Malawi. And Lishoeshoe lead by a goal to nil. And Sameng Tolo scored on 7 minutes. This game followed by Gwila against Okakarara Ladies. That's Zambia versus Namibia, which should be interesting. Ndaweni now for Refilwe. Into the stands, 33 minutes played. And Lishoeshoe pretty dominant in this game so far. It's game 3. The CAF Under-17 Girls Integrated Football Tournament, the gift here at the Moors and Ngoni Stadium. A few fans trickling in, free admission. All about development to this tournament. It's the first time that Lishoeshoe have travelled outside the country. So we start with a drop ball. This could be promising. Molise. Still Molise goes, and it's 2. Boyketlo Molise makes it 2-0. A simple finish, well taken. It's Refilwe 0, Lishoeshoe 2. So the long ball failed to get it away there. Good finish, and they have a 2-0 lead now to Lishoeshoe. Bit of a way back now for Refilwe, but a long way to go. And a good precise finish it was. First yellow card of the game is coming. And that will be for Morier. So Dishwe 2-0 up now. Let's see if they can punish again. Molise She finished that one well. Long ball in. And just getting there ahead of Le Kenyane. Didn't know exactly what to expect from Dishwe, but they've impressed us so far. That is one well. Looking for Tolo, putting the defenders under pressure there. Ramatla. There's been occasions where Refilwe, or periods where they've struggled to get it out of their own half. For Refilwe, their best player would be Pretty Modika, the number 10 with the blonde hair. She's done well, but it's been a bit of a struggle otherwise. Is Molete. Lekenyane and Swane. Those two girls, both with blonde hair, are the ones who are really dominating in the midfield. Molete. There's Mokoloko. And that's Modika, the number 10, who was saying has had a good first half for Refilwe. Swane. And she finds Tolo, turns the opponent well. It's Tolo. There was an offside, however. So they're falling foul of offside quite a bit. Dishwe. Can see that penalty area is cutting up a bit, especially just outside of the box. Means it's quite tricky to play in that final third. Aimless ball there. Pelisontunya, the keeper for Dishwe. 2-0 up, looking good in the opening Group B contest. Mokoloko, she's the left back. The captain, Offensa Nakedi, for Refilwe. She's lost a lot of battles as she again, see there, Swane gets there ahead of her and convincingly wins the challenge. It's the midfield dominance. But determination from the 13-year-old Nakedi, the captain for Refilwe. And that's in favour of the South Africans. There she is again, Mokoloko. That's a nice ball from Nakedi. Batletle. Stray ball though, they need to be more precise with their passing. And Molise. Molete. So warm, humid conditions here in Norton. 5 minutes to go to the break. So all three games producing goals thus far at the tournament. Morier tussling. Swane. She gets the ball from Kaunyane. Swane. Lovely ball to Tolo, but she was offside and she didn't collect anyway. You need a bit better understanding of those two, because that's the channel that Swane is going for a lot, but offside again. So the story yesterday here in Norton, it was goals aplenty. Popoma Queens 12-0 over Archie Jareno of Namibia. Sundowns with a 3-1 win as well. Kaunyane. So Tolo, the number 14 there, she got the opening goal from inside the box on 7 minutes. Other goal coming from Boiketlo Molise on 35. There's Lekenyane again. Swane, good ball. Mokololo, they can advance. Mokololo finds Tolo. Good build-up, snuffed out finally by Refilwe. Here's a Batletle. Overlap is promising too. Madondo has moved over to the right wing. Daweni on the left now for the South Africans. Swane. Oh, that's a risky ball back there. They could get punished, and they have indeed. And it's 3-0. It's Molise with the second goal of the game. Yeah, that was sloppy. It's a brace for Boiketlo Molise. Dishwe are now 3-0 up here in Norton. Took her chance really well. Boiketlo Molise makes it 3-0. Yeah, good finish when the opportunity came her way. That wasn't very good at the other end with the ball back too. So first half dominance here from Dishwe, the Sutu side. There's Molise. We had Chieza Kumalo with 4 goals yesterday. Let's see if Molise can get anywhere near that today. Daweni, tall winger for Refilwe. But they've been outmaneuvered from the very start of this game, have Refilwe. As they only got here last night, which could mean they're not quite at their best. Onkarabile, one of the centre-backs. Failing to find the teammate once again. Here's Swane. It's a lovely ball, Tolo. Good defensive work from Ramatla with the orange hair. The number 12, the right back for Refilwe. Looks like this is going to be a good learning experience for the second South African side in this tournament. Nakedi, their captain, she's been overrun really on many occasions in midfield. Diminutive captain, only 13 for Refilwe. Ramatla with a longish throw. Once again, they give it away to the opposition unnecessarily. 2 minutes of stoppage time will play at the end of this first half. "20 degrees, feels quite a bit warmer than that now, and the sun is almost out, which is really good in terms of drying up the pitch. Ramatla, can Refilwe get something before half-time? Batletle tried to head it, but couldn't make contact. Madondo, that's cleaned up well by Molete. They're quite confident with these long balls because they have worked. The captain has been hacked down, Nakedi. Yeah, she's in some pain there. Yeah, that's bad. You've got a 13-year-old up against bigger girls. We're going to need the stretcher. Sameng scored on 7 minutes for Dishwe, and then we saw goals from Boyketlo Molise, 35th and 43rd minutes. Well, it's been a torrid first half for Offence and Nakedi. It was quite a bad knock on the shin. Otherwise, the story of the game so far, Lishoeshoe midfield dominance, winning so many balls, getting onto long balls as well. So unlikely to make it back for the last few seconds of the first half. Offence and Nakedi, we'll see if the coach is going to keep her or take her off in the second half. It was an interesting experiment having a diminutive 13-year-old captain, but it hasn't really worked with Refilwe 3-0 down. Okay, this could be the last move of the first half here at the Morzingoni Stadium. And it's Modika. Tests the keeper again, and it works. They have pulled one back right at the end of the first half, and we were saying that the keeper, Pelison Tunio, was looking very suspect from long balls. They have read it well. The strategy absolutely right. It sails in as once again the keeper flaps at it. And that was the last kick of the first half, as Refilwe give themselves some hope. That was very well taken. So we could be in for an interesting second half here at the Morzingoni Stadium. Pretty Modika, saying that she had looked like the best player for Refilwe. And she scores with a free kick. Half time here. Refilwe 1, Lishoeshoe 3. stadium in Norton in Zimbabwe. Lishoeshoe. Dishwe leading Refilwe by 3-1. Now we're going to see if Offensa Nakedi, the diminutive 13-year-old captain, is going to continue. Looks as though a substitution is coming up, but she's walking okay. Maybe she got that nasty kick on the shin right at the end of the first half. Looks as though she is going to continue. So we'll see what the changes will be. Pretty Modika with that free kick right at the end of the first half in stoppage time, putting a goal back for Refilwe and giving them some hope. So it's Lina Mandla-Batletle who is going to be replaced. Didn't get many touches at all as the centre forwards. So it's Nicole Mube who comes on. Zimbabwean parents. And she kicks off the second half here in Norton. Refilwe 3-1 down. Dishwe with Nsameng Otolo scoring after the 7th minute. And then a brace from Boyketlo Molise. But Pretty Modika, who's been their playmaker for Refilwe, their most impressive player, with a free kick testing the goalkeeper who looked so suspect, Piliso Ntunya, with a long shot. So how do Refilwe come out in the second half? Let's see. But that's fluffed though by the captain Nakedi. That's the Dishwe captain, Tato Molete, with the purple hair. Molise is the target. She's on a hat-trick, remember. Onkarabile will tidy it up to Matesu. And Daweni, the tall winger, she could be a possible dangerous player. Number 8 is Morier for Dishwe. We thought she was going to be a number 9, but she's been mobile in a front three for the side from Lesotho. Probably has been the least effective of the front three as well, has Naleli Morier. So Refilwe are in the all-black. They're attacking the goal to your left, and Dishwe with Morier trying to get a crossover, but miscues that. Dishwe in the white with the blue and green trimmings. They're based in Maseru, and Refilwe in the East Rand in Gauteng. There's Morier outside of the foot. Comes to Mdaweni. The first few minutes of the game, Refilwe couldn't get the ball out of their own half. This is Swane, who was so impressive in the first half. And good work there with Molise rushing onto it. Now, here's Mdaweni. Tolo does well. Past Ramatla, still Tolo. This could be dangerous, but it's picked up comfortably by Dineo. Dineo again, but she gives it away. Swane, you don't want to give it to her because she's been so effective. This is Onkarabile. Lekenyani, the other blonde-haired player for Dishwe. Good ball, finds Morier. Really important interception. That was well played by Mdaweni. She is the left winger, but was coming back to defend deep. And that's won by the captain, Molete. Swane releases Tolo, who got the opening goal. As they roam forward again, Tolo, 5 across the back at the moment for Refilwe. They can build another attack. Swane Swane, though, gives it away to Matesu. That's Modika. This could be an important player. Daweni for Refilwe. Swane with a touch to Lekenyane. Not managing to hold on to the ball, though, the South Africans. Onkarabile shakes off that challenge from Morier. If you're just joining us, they are the de facto Lesotho national team, national under-17 team are Dishwe, with players drawn from clubs and schools around the country. They've got an under-14 level development program for the girls, have Lesotho. And so we didn't know what exactly they would be capable of, but it's been impressive so far. Molise, the number 12, with the 2 goals so far. She's playing centre striker. Morie is on the right side. And Tolo, who got the opening goal, she's playing on the left side. Swane beaten this time. That's going to be a key battle, I think, with pretty Modika. Modika winning that. It comes back to Modika, who got that goal for Refilwe. And the fans enjoying her skills. So it looks like we could be set for an interesting second half. If Refilwe can strike next, it'll be game on. We certainly want Modika to recover from this. The stretcher is going to come on. Only the second year as a club for Refilwe, with a serious 5-year youth development plan. Looks as though she's all right. Modika, that long-range free kick right at the end of first half stoppage time, the last kick of the first half. Yeah, there was a scything challenge. Bad one from Lesala. So she'll have to go off before she's allowed back in action. Dineo's going to release this one. Quite dangerous. In that first half, we saw the Dishwe keeper Antunia very, very weak with the high balls. So what can Dineo do here then? As they defend in numbers, Dishwe. Dineo does go high. Headed out for a goal kick. That was Matesu with the touch. So it'll be very interesting if Dishwe can, if Refilwe can reduce this to 3-2 margin. We'll see if Dishwe can continue what was dominance throughout the first half, except for that lapse at the end where pretty Modika scored from a free kick. Day 2 of action. A free admission if you want to come along, if you are watching in Norton or in Harare or around. A good vibe, and it's going to be an entertaining tournament. Tomorrow's a rest day, by the way. Then we get back into Group A action on Thursday. 7 minutes gone already in the second half. We did see players tiring yesterday, so substitutions will certainly be very important. The number 2 there, that's Matesu, she's the left back. That's one well by Onkarabile, who's doing well. Molete. Morier, Molete. That was well won by Nicole Nube. She's the substitute who came on at the start of the second half, Nicole Nube. Modika back on and doing quite a bit of running. Molise. Do we get a second hat-trick of the tournament today with Chieza Kumalo netting 4 yesterday for Mpopoma. Throw into Dishwe. Referee wants that to be retaken. Elizabeth Haufiku from Namibia, our match official. It was a 5-day refereeing course held prior to this tournament with the legend Felix Tango Arima, Zimbabwe's greatest ever referee and a CAF trainer. To collect for Ntunya, but that was a good move from Refilwe. So action is hotting up in the second half here. Refilwe looking better. Nice run from Tolo, the tall winger. Tolo gets a crossover, but straight to Sibulele Klengele. Bit of sunshine at the moment, warm conditions here in Norton. Humid. It's a Molete with a teasing ball. Tolo. Swane just smothered by the two opponents and cleared away finally by quite dangerous as the centre forward for Refilwe. Also seeing Morier, the number 8 for Lishoeshoe, doing a bit more in this second half. There's Swane. But the impetus moves out of that attack for Lishoeshoe. Afternoon rain was forecast, but at the moment it's sunny here in Norton. Now that was pretty Modika still dictating play deep in midfield there for Refilwe. As it comes to Swane and to Lekenyane. Tato Molete, the 15-year-old captain, there she is for Dishwe. She's inverting a lot at right back at the moment. Lekenyane now. Lekenyane. Ooh, that sounded very painful indeed. It was a scream audible up here at the top of the stands. A nasty knock. But we play on here. Opportunity for a fourth for Dishwe. Still they can't clear their lines. Refilwe. The pressure is on and over by the captain, Molete. Meanwhile, the referee has to go and see how bad this injury is to Kensani Matesu. She screamed with pain. Stretcher comes straight over. So lively start to the second half here. Lishoeshoe were 3-0 up. A pretty Modika's free kick in first half stoppage time gave the South Africans a bit of hope, and they've been playing better in this second period. So this is the left back, Kensani Matesu. She'll need a bit of attention. Definitely if they can get the ball up to the substitute centre forward, Nicole Nube. That could be a good outlet for Refilwe. (3-1) it is to the girls from Lesotho. Seboka and Molete. Precise ball. She finds Lekenyane. Tolo. moving it around well. But she gives it away to the opponent that she would least want to, the impressive pretty Modika. Now Ramatla. Madondo. Poor ball there though. Lekenyane. Moves forward. She, I think, was thinking of releasing as well. And it's almost a fourth. That should have been, actually. Molise. Great ball over from Naleli Morier. That should have been a hat-trick for Boikedlo Molise. Nakedi does well. Nicole Ngube, she won't be able to keep it in, though. If you weren't with us earlier, this final third, there was lots of rain affected that part of the pitch, and the ball's playing slower there. Morier's off. Le Harley is on. That's the first sub for Dishwe. Interestingly, Laholi's gone into a defensive position at left back. So it's a bit of a tactical change there. Laholi is now the sub and is the left back. Mokololo was the left back, and she'll move up a bit. So it's a striker for a left back. Lekenyane. She's had a really good game, has Lekenyane. Mokololo is playing as a defensive midfielder at present in that tactical switch from left back. Okay, then Lekenyane with the corner. That's hoofed away well by Modika. But they're still under pressure. Lovely ball through chance for the hat-trick for Molise. She lays it on instead. Offside, though. Offside against Tolo. She wasn't greedy there. Good play from Molise, but Tolo, the other winger, she was offside. So still playing three up front, but Lekenyane's gone into the right wing position with Tolo on the left. There she is, and Molise, the centre striker. Tolo. Refilwe need to get it up the other end. They need to get it to Nicole Ngube. There's Swane. She's been so impressive. Molete really inverting from right back onto the other side. Tolo. Swane. Big spell of pressure from Dishwe. They know a fourth would probably finish the game off. As cleanly taken by Tlengele. It is still game on here in Norton. If Refilwe can score, they'll be very much back in it. Although it is Dishwe who look more likely to score at the moment. Foul committed. Looks like she was hurt on the stomach. And Sameng Tolo put Dishwe ahead after just 7 minutes. They dominated from the start of the game. Boikedlo Molise scored on 35 and 43 minutes. And then Pretty Modika with a long-range free kick. The last kick of the first half made it 3-1. That's Kensani Matesu who's injured. She was down a few minutes ago, remember. She's taken a knock on the stomach. You can see there the centre forward is Molise for Dishwe now. That's Nicole Ncube, the number 9 at the other end. They just need to give her more service, Ncube. She looks dangerous for Refilwe. 3-1 it is. To the team from Lesotho, here's Pretty Modika. Modika's going to test the keeper again, but it's way off target. Wasted, but she got the goal. Well, from not as far out as that, but with a similar strategy. There's Molete. That goes past everyone. Double header after this, 3 p.m. Zimbabwe time. We've got Aguila Stars of Zambia against Okakara Golden Ladies of Namibia. She gives chase. Can she get a hat-trick here? Molise. Molise! Not quite. It's a corner. Knocked out. She's on fire. She did miss an easy opportunity a few minutes ago. Second substitution loading for Refilwe. Zianda Kalipa off. 15-year-old Tracy Matswake is on. Meanwhile, a bit of a stoppage in play as the stretcher is on. It's another youngster, Trudy Matswake. Well, they're all youngsters, obviously, being under 17, but going well below the maximum age there with a 15-year-old. I think that's Dineo coming off, either her or Pretty Modika. Okay, it's a corner kick. Before we have that stoppage, Lekenyanya, who's been taking the corners on this side. Refilwe are down to 10 at the moment. Opportunity to punish. It's quite a testing one. Yes, so that was the centre-back Dineo who's been taken off on the stretcher. Another injured player there is Ramakla, another defender, the right back. She wants to continue. It's Dishwe continuing to threaten here. And that's over the head of Tlengele, who's made a couple of good saves for the South Africans. And still they're down to 10 with that injury. And most of the action still taking place in the Refilwe half. Pressure from Dishwe. They haven't had it up the other end for quite a while. Matesu is back on now. And Nakedi, she couldn't control that one. Swane commits the offence. But she's been really good, so too as the number 10, Pretty Modika, for Refilwe. And Lekenyani, the number 20 for Dishwe also has impressed. And then Molise with 2 goals, of course, has impressed too. Pretty Modika. That's not so good from her. This time from the Refilwe playmaker. All about development this tournament. As I was saying, the plan is to have a CAF gift tournament at least once a year, even twice. It's fully funded by CAF, and West Africa is going to be the next destination, most likely. Swane's dominance again there in midfield, the number 11 with the blonde hair. This has really been where the game has been controlled for Dishwe. And continues to be, really. Nicole Nube, the number 11, at the top of your picture. She has hardly had a touch since she came on, but when she did get the ball, she looked quite dangerous. As they press up now, the South Africans. Goes past a Pretty Modika. Back to Pretty. Left side final third, as you see it. That was a handball, I think, by Nakedi. So 4 goals in the opening game yesterday, 12 in the second game, and 4 already in this match. Plenty of entertainment here. Oh, that was dangerous. But Tlengele did what she had to do. So Trudy Matswake was the other sub for Refilwe. The crowd slowly growing, fans trickling in to watch the action for free. Many, I'm sure, will be inspired as well, seeing what these girls are doing. There's Molise again in search of her hat trick. What does the referee say there? No, a fair challenge. Once again, they win a ball in midfield to Dishwe. Swane. And Lekenyane, what an opportunity. Lekenyane should have made that 4-1. A weak effort there. Great lay-on from the impressive Swane. That should have been 4. Good ball that from Madondo. It's back to Madondo. Urged on by the supporters here at the Moores and Coney Stadium in Norton. No goals as yet in the second half. And Dishwe with a couple of really good opportunities. Pretty Modika taking the throw, the playmaker, Ramatla. That was on target. Element of surprise with that as well. Long clearance towards Molise. And Madondo is through if she can get there in time. Not quite. A slip on the wet surface. throw in, pressure from Refilwe. Getting interesting here. We know that a goal for Refilwe would really give them a big chance in this Group B contest. That's Trudy Matswane, the sub. Oh, the keeper's down. Tunya is down. So referee had to stop there. Our Namibian referee, Elizabeth Haufiku. She's been hurt on the foot. Remember, she cleared the ball away with the foot with that long-range effort. But it's been an impressive display so far from Dishwe. And Samang Tolo scoring after 7 minutes. Boyketlo Molise twice, 35th and 43rd minutes. And then a pretty Modika with a long-range free kick. She'd noticed some time back that this girl, Ntunya, the goalkeeper, wasn't doing well with the high balls. And the free kick sailed. So great exposure, great experience for these under-17 girls. Aguila of Zambia versus Okakarara of Namibia follows. Ghanaian coach Elizabeth Yemilala for Dishwe. So they've got a not looking great, but she's back up on her feet, is Peliso Ntunya. So the throw-in now taken. Collected by Molete. They've been transitioning forward so well throughout have a Dishwe. Oh, and it's through Kenya. Can she make it 4? Surely she does. Lekenyane makes it 4-1. It's a simple finish. And that should be 3 points secured for Dishwe. Lekenyane in the 78th minute. And that was an error in defence, failed to clear the lines. This was the mistake from Dineo. She didn't clear. And that was confidently and cleverly taken as well. She didn't want to mess it up there. Mampona Lekenyane. And at the other end, Refilwe nearly strike back straight away, but it's Refilwe 1, Dishwe 4. Now Refilwe just have to take chances. And Dishwe were playing a high defensive line at times. There's the young captain Nakedi. Yeah, but her counterpart Tato Molete has been looking really good throughout as pretty tries from range. This time no error from keeper Peliso Ntunya. Just over 10 minutes to play here at the Morzingoni Stadium. This girl's on a hat-trick, the number 12, Boyketlo Molise. She should have actually secured the match ball, but she missed an easy opportunity early in this second half. Lekenyane really deserved her goal. She's been one of the star players together with Swane, the other blonde-haired midfielder. And then you'd have to include Molise amongst the most impressive as well, as she got the hat-trick, got the 2 goals and has a chance of getting a hat-trick. Lekenyane continues to take the corners on this side. 10 minutes to play here in Norton, day 2 of the CAF Gift Tournament. Lekenyane. And it's 5. It's Tolo with her second goal. Headed in. Dishwe lead 5-1. Tolo gets her second in the 81st minute. Her height was the factor there. Lovely corner, an assist and a goal for Lekenyane. Keeper couldn't deal with that. And it's 5-1. And another substitution coming. Madondo is coming off. This is a 14-year-old Bokeng Matebesi. And that's the third substitution for Refilwe. Lishoeshoe have only made 1. Oh, Swane again does so well. So Tolo is on a brace. Lekenyane with 1 goal, Molise with 2. Nicole Ngube, can she get there? She's brought down. Did she run into the keeper? What's the verdict? Looks like a penalty has been given. That's interesting. Was that a foul, or did she just run straight over the goalkeeper? Well, our referee from Namibia feels that Antunya committed the offence, that she got her body in the way, and Nicole Ngube injured. It's going to be interesting to see again. Ball from the halfway line. Yeah. Keeper reached for the ball. Might even have handled outside the box. And Nicole Ngube badly injured. You could argue she charged into the keeper, but the keeper also had come out for an extravagant challenge. So Ngube has to be carried off on the stretcher. It's another goal fest here. Lishoeshoe 5-1 up. And it's going to be the impressive Pretty Modika, the playmaker, to take the penalty. Beat the keeper with a free kick with the last move of the first half. Chance to get her second goal. Referee checking that all is in order, that there's no encroachment. And Modika makes it 5-2 and gets her second goal of the game. A penalty in the 85th minute. Well taken. No doubt she's been Refilwe's best player. Plenty of power on it. No chance at all for Pelis Ntonia. Double substitution coming up for Lishoeshoe. Bongiwe Lepolesa is going to come on. Also Lerato to come on. So So Tolo is off, and Lekenyane is off. And that's Lerato, one of the two subs, and Lepolese the other. Five-2 it is. So Tolo was on a hat-trick, but she won't get it because she's been taken off. Lerato in a attacking position on the right side where Lekenyane was. So two forwards taken off. That's good play from Molete. All the way from right back up down the left side. That nearly runs kindly to Lerato, but not quite. Nicole Mube, who was injured when she won that penalty, by the way, is not back on as yet. So they're playing with 10 at the moment, are Refilwe. Keeps it in. Molise. Swane. Swane's played so well. That was uncharacteristically stray pass from her. Molise wins it back again. Oh, it's an own goal. It's an own goal. And it's 6. It's an own goal from Ramatla. Well, if you put the balls into dangerous areas, anything can happen. And it deflected into her path. It's an own goal. It's 6-2 to Dishwe. Unfortunate own goal, but good assist that from Molise. 2 goals and an assist. She's the player of the match. Still has a chance to grab a hat-trick as well. See how much stoppage time we're going to get here. There's the offender, Ramatla, who gave away the own goal. A sub, Lerato. Swane got injured there. Lerato, referee's going to play the advantage, no doubt. And Molete. Ball taken from her. Injury to Matesu. Bold approach from Refilwe, fielding their 13-year-old captain, Offense Nakedi. And she's done pretty well. She's going to last the whole match. That's the injured player, Trudy Matswake. We'll restart with the drop ball. 8 goals in this game. Lishoeshoe, the big statement in their opening game in Group B. So no semi-finals. There'll be placement matches next Wednesday and next Thursday. So top teams in each group will play the final. That's testing, but it's well off target from Tato Molete. She's covered a lot of ground at right back, inverting all the way up the field many, many times. With the long braids, that's the sub Lerato, who came on just now. The girls are giving us plenty of entertainment. 90 minutes are up. Swane. to see how much stoppage time there's going to be. There's pretty Modika, absolutely the best player for Refilwe with the 2 goals. That's cleverly done too by our player of the match, Molise. Still goes Tato. It'll be a corner. Cut out well in the end. But they're looking tired, our Refilwe. Still to confirm how much stoppage time. 4th official about to let us know. Corner which Molete will take. Molete. It's a high one. Well over. Uh, 3 minutes of stoppage time. We played almost 2 of those already. Yeah, Refilwe really looking like they're out on their feet. And Weni, she's played the whole 90 minutes. But Dishwe will be added to the list of teams that look like contenders to take the title here, along with Mpopoma and Sundowns, who impressed yesterday. Pretty Modika, really good game for Refilwe. For Lishoeshoe there was Molise, there was Swane, there was Lekenyane, all really impressed. Tolo as well. Swane, she's the one who headed it away there. Here's Lerato. That Pretty wins it. That could just about be it. Probably the last move here. Throw in to be taken by Matswake. Swane, she's been so dominant in midfield. The throughout, really, really impressive. They'll concede a corner, which the referee will have to allow to be taken. Good pressure. Le Polesa came on a few minutes ago as a sub. Couple of good moves from her. So 6-2 it is. This surely will be the final move of the game. Tato Molete, the Dishwe captain, she's only 15. Impressive display from her. Molete. Now Swane. Referee still doesn't blow. Molise. Molise still has some legs after running hard throughout. And they avoid conceding a 7th there. Still we play on. 5 minutes we've had now. But that's it. And Dishwe from Lesotho, really impressive 6-2 winners over Refilwe of South Africa. They won the midfield battle in a big way from the word go. And Samang Tolo got the opener on 7 minutes, then 2 goals before the end of the second half from first half from boy Kedlo Molise, right at the end of the first half. A pretty Modika with a long-range free kick made it 3-1. But then the goals flowed again in the second half, and it ends Refilwe 2, Dishwe 6. So also scoring, there was an own goal that we had there. Tole got her second, and Lekenyane, who really impressed. She was on the score sheet. She had an assist as well. So they top Group B for now, with this being the opening game, and with a healthy +4 goal difference too. Dishwe off to a blazing start here at the CAF Under-17 Girls Integrated Football Tournament in Zimbabwe. So coming up after this in just over an hour, 65 minutes from now, Aguila Stars of Zambia versus Okakarara Golden Ladies of Namibia. It's a 6-2 win for Dishwe in the opener in Group B. The Zambians against the Namibians.